I'm in my workshop and I'm making some automatic chicken water buckets, and just figured that while I'm making these would be a good time to answer any Q&A questions about my hobby farming, automatic chicken waters, etc. So make sure to put in the comments your questions or thoughts. Thanks. So I'm putting the holes in there. Getting a little poultry water nipple. So welcome to the live chat. I'm making automatic chicken water buckets. Feel free to put in the questions in the chat, any questions that you have while I'm making the automatic chicken water buckets. Yeah, so this room works pretty well because it's the furthest away from where the bedrooms are. So if I do have to crank through making some automatic chicken water buckets, I don't wake up the rest of my family. So I'm adding the Teflon tape to the float valve that's inside, making sure that I have enough Teflon tape on it. Then I'm putting the garden hose adapter on here. Now, once I run out of these garden hose adapters and these particular float valves, I'm totally redesigning the automatic chicken water bucket. I already have some preliminary designs in place, just waiting to get some feedback from some beta testers to see if there's any additional changes that I need to make. One huge improvement will be using the side water nipples, and there will be 4 of them on the bucket instead of suspended from the bottom. Now, unfortunately, because the parts are more expensive, I'll have to increase the price. But since I'm increasing the price, I'm going to offer free shipping, which should help. Okay, so I got the label on there. Now I just need to make the hole in the lid, which I end up using this tool. Let's see. And that makes this hole here. I'll take my reaming tool, smooth that out. Then I'll tape one of these knockout caps. Let's see. And here I have an automatic chicken water bucket ready to ship out. I'm going to include promotional material about Brenza products, incubators, and accessories. And so they've been an incredible sponsor, sponsoring the automatic chicken water bucket. So I'm adding those in there. And then I end up inserting this insert that comes with an extra water nipple attached to the bottom, a spare one, and then some maintenance information and a helpful diagram on how to hang it with a rope. So that one is ready to be put in a box. Now the newer design will also include 2 feet of reverse osmosis hose, and that will give you a little bit of flexibility with where you can connect the garden hose. Let's see. Oh, and since day one, I've been using this little piece of paper just to print it off protractor so that I can position the holes for the water nipples. I've been using this paper since the first one I built. So I try to use parts of the bucket as measuring devices so that I can keep it consistent as I build it. So on the newer one, I end up using this as a spacer for telling me how high to drill the hole from the bottom of the bucket. And this is just one of those caps that come out of the lid of the bucket. So I'm adding some Teflon tape to the water nipple. The other thing I try to do is, so this side is always in line with here, and then the opposite side is where I end up connecting the float valve. That way, if there's no chance of it getting caught, since it will be coming in that gap. And then I use the garden hose adapter as a spacer on here in order to know where to drill. So now I have the float valve in there. Going to be putting on the garden hose adapter, and I have to push it on there to make sure that it's set correctly, because you don't want to have it go across threads. I put the little label on there. And once I run out of stickers, I'll end up updating the Farmer Brad logo on here to reflect the new one. But by people purchasing these automatic chicken water buckets, it helps tremendously allow me to do the hobby farming, the pasture poultry, and being able to partner and offer different products on my website. So I thank you for everyone that's for the business and telling your friends about it as well. Okay, so here I have another one done. And I'm going to make a third one. I have the third one done. Looks like no one joined or had a question for me, so I think I'm just going to end this live stream. And I'm thinking when it comes time to launch the new bucket that I'll have an online launch party. Thanks for no one watching. I'm going to end this.